The Revolutions of 1848, the history and legacy of the massive social uprising across Europe. Written by Charles River editors. Narrated by Daniel Houle. Introduction. Quote, "We have been beaten and humiliated, scattered, imprisoned, disarmed, and gagged. The fate of European democracy has slipped from our hands." End quote. Pierre-Joseph Proudhon, a French politician. The year 1815 marked the beginning of a time of repression in Europe. Napoleon Bonaparte had been defeated at Waterloo and sent to the remote South Atlantic island of St. Helena. The torrent of blood unleashed by the French Revolution had finally run dry, and the dispossessed princes were returning to their thrones. Bourbon King Louis XVIII returned to Paris. King Ferdinand VII was restored in Madrid, and the numerous petty princes of Germany and Italy took back power in their localities. In Vienna, the victorious powers, Austria, Prussia, Russia, and the United Kingdom, re-established the old order on the principle of the divine right of kings, and with that, the ancient regime had been restored. Nonetheless, the French Revolution had changed the situation permanently, and the lid could not be put back on the box. The Revolution and Napoleon's rise had abolished feudalism across Western Europe, inspired nationalism, empowered the middle classes, and enshrined religious liberty and freedom of speech in theory, if not always in fact. The codification of law, known as the Napoleonic Code, widely adopted into the law of European countries and still in force in France today, sanctified the principle of the rule of law as opposed to the will of the sovereign. The restored absolutist order could not undo this, nor could it make certain classes in Europe forget the freedoms they had enjoyed, despite the bloody price paid for them under the French emperor. As a result, even in the wake of Napoleon's departure from the scene, the continental powers had to work to repress secularism and liberalism in Europe. They quashed liberal movements in Italy, Poland, and Spain, but could not prevent a revolution in France in 1830, which replaced authoritarian Charles X with the more...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?